Alright, welcome back to another haul video for Megacon Orlando. This is my 2025 haul. Can you believe, basically, I've been doing this since 2017, going to this con, and I've only missed one. Yeah, this was a very interesting con per se. Well, with a friend of mine, basically, this was the first time we went together to this particular con. He was my co-pilot, basically, I gave him straight in a row. We got there pretty decent period of time. Though we did leave at 9 o'clock, the place opened at 9:30. He just probably should have earlier. Probably should have. I did have a voucher today to meet up with Todd McFarlane. The problem was I couldn't find him until I found him later on, and my voucher probably expired. So there was no way I could meet him, sadly. So I did pretty much meet a bunch of voice actors today. 6 out of 7. Yes, 6 out of 7, which actually wasn't that bad. There was one that wasn't able to meet today, and that was Alexander Saab. His line was a bit too long, and by the time I would have got to him, I basically was just a bit more money managing issue. Didn't purchase much anything per se this day, aside from purchasing some autographs, but a couple times I paid with cash. One time I did pay with credit card, but pretty was okay. But mostly put some of these autographs basically costing a bit more than I thought I would want to pay for an autograph. Like for a signature, I tried to pay back like $15. Seriously, or one was like 10. I did my net, but one like 20. No, some were like too long of a line. Like Joe Quesada was too long of a line. Just two lines was too long for these comic characters. I got some. So I went to the voice actors. I'm going to do one first. I'll get to them in a minute. So let's get talk about some of I purchased here per se. Excuse me. Let's talk about these two books here. I picked these up from the Zanoscope booth. Yes, Zanoscope. You know, the small company that apparently this year is 20 years since they were first founded. I got this Bell vs. Black Knight one-shot. I also got these two trade paperbacks. Van Helsing, The Darkness and Light, which I did hear apparently this was the very first Van Helsing miniseries. And according to the people who worked on it, Pat Chan did create this character. And also, the book that was, in fact, Meredith Finch's very first comic she worked on, Little Mermaid from Zanoscope, which I have honestly I think I may have read this book years ago, but I've never read this book before. I'll probably review it soon. Got those two for about $10 a piece, which wasn't too bad. I got the third trade of Poison Ivy by G. Will Wilson. Was not all that surprised he is. This book in particular was very surprised to see the Planet of the Apes Epic Collection. That was $10. Look how thin this book is. You're thinking, wait, that's an Epic Collection? And by the way, this is like $35 originally. You're thinking, wait, $35 for an Epic Collection? That's like really expensive. For something that thick, I wish I charged a lot cheaper than that. Yeah. And believe it or not, that's all the stuff I purchased today. That's everything. Which, that is a bit shocking. I was hoping to find the booth I usually find, which is buy 4 for $20. Wasn't there. They didn't see a sale for that. I think I still went to the booth, but I couldn't find the actual sale. So, let's do the voice actors. I ran into 6 of them, 2 of whom never met before. Never met them. One basically was the 5th time, almost 3 of them, the other 2 were like 2. So, this one got signed by Lucy Christian. She was the 4th voice actor I got signed today. This is from, I've somehow gotten stronger for my farming skills. She is the voice of this character right here. This princess. This one here, I got the sign by Stephanie Steve. She was actually the second to last, the third to last voice actor I got from. Her signature is the one in purple, and she's the voice of Hinata. And she was very happy to see this. Lucy's very happy too. And I was telling Lucy like how many characters I've seen her in. Like she, I didn't tell how many, but she was very surprised to hear about Brittany Kowalski here a lot for her. For Stephanie. I told her this, that she was actually the 4th person from the Sailor Moon I've actually met. Of course, I've also met Katie Higgins, who's voiced to Mars, Christina V, who's voiced to Mercury, and Sailor Huto. I actually have my picture of her. My picture with Taylor with Veronica Taylor. She was very happy the fact I met her because Veronica's awesome. Yeah, absolute great time to meet Stephanie. Never before, and she looked like she was a little sick. She had a little cough, and of course she wore a mask because, well, she does. And this apparently was her first con in a while that she had been to. Maybe because she's stuck in California. This one here I got signed by Sarah Winehoff. I have to look and see which one it is. Oh yeah, it's the one that says sushi. See what it says sushi? Yeah, that's Sarah's signature. She was the very first person I got a sign from. She actually is currently my third highest for voice actors. This one here, I got this signed by Colleen Clickabeard. Yep, that's her. Right there in the corner. She's the voice of Myrogen, the sorceress, and she remembered. Oh yeah, her character was actually the who character became the queen of a country in season 3, which she didn't remember. She actually remember that. This one got signed by Amanda Lee, another one I'd never before, and someone I did just the coming. And she was so happy. The fact I brought, yay, Shia! Yeah, she's that was her reaction to seeing this. I even told her that that I basically love music so much. I put it on my playlist, and she was so happy to hear that. Also, she changed her hair color. Not sure why, but she did. But yeah, great person to meet. I did mention to her about the scene from Why Is There Memory in This World, where it's very similar to how you was introduced. She was a little surprised about that. I didn't tell her but yeah. But she was very happy that I got this, and apparently she is loving the most recent season of the show. And I was telling her this, that the show is adapted to book 10 for light novels. She was shocked to hear that. Yep. Colleen herself, great mean person. I did see how much her combo was. I'm like, no, I'm good with the autograph. The only ones I got pictures with, I'll show them in a minute. I got with Sarah, Lucy, Amanda, and Monica. Just these 4. This one got signed by Stephanie Young, who's the voice of the mom of the series. That's her signature right there. And I tell her this. I almost got the entire dubcast this one. Almost the entire thing. There's approximately 4 people I have not got signatures yet. 4 people. Which is awesome. And that's going to sound by Monica Rowe. She was very happy to see us. I even showed her this at Comic-Con. I brought it up on my OneDrive. A document had all the series I've watched, and she was like, "You see all the series? Damn, that's a lot of series." That's over the course of 8 years, from 2017 to now, 2 just this year. So these who I got signatures from, pictures with. Sarah Winehoff, I even told her she was looking absolutely amazing, which she was very appreciative. And she gave me a hug afterwards, which is so nice of her to do. So pretty. Amanda Lee. First timer for her. Yes, that picture behind her, that's an old picture. Yes, she dyed her hair brown. Not sure why, but she did. Sarah is like, wow, yeah, she's so short. Yeah, she really is that short. Lucy, number 5. Yep. And she dyed her hair again. Yep. And Monica, who also dyed her hair again, I did show her the picture of the last time we saw each other. Yeah, this one's a much better picture. Yeah. Great. So. There's still also the common signatures I got. I did not get all of them. I got some of them. This is how much I got for signatures. I got this much. Which, there were others. Like Joe Quesada. Line was too long. Go so too long. James Dean was leaving. by the time I got to say it. But these people I did get a chance to get autographs from. First of which was Ben Percy. Yep. Let me show a signature off here. That's that. He was telling me that the editorial on this book basically was DC editorial for him was not good to him. The fact he kept screaming around, and also the fact that we talked a little about Teen Titans work. He took his Green Arrow book, and apparently, according to him, the reason why that the female tarantula, I did ask him this, why did you include the female tarantula in your run for Green Arrow? So, the reason why is because Patrick Churchill wanted to draw her. That's the only reason why. I didn't talk much about it. I didn't talk about basically how nice Argos would trade on Arrow. Go get it with next time. I'm happy to see him again. What else? He did appreciate the fact I loved his James Bond Black Box book. I read that. It's like he very appreciated that I love his DC work, but he basically has a lot more fun time with Marvel. So I did ask him a few things about like he referred to Kid Omega as his Kenny from South Park. Okay. I did ask him about the cross between Wolverine and Ghost Rider, so it was all his idea for that one because he wrote both books. What else? I couldn't think of else. I did meet Tim Sheridan. I didn't decide. So what he told me is now he basically did disagreement over the whole thing with Colin Scott being gay. Apparently, get this, him being gay was something his family approved of. Because he's long since passed away with his son and his great-grandson, the guy's great-grandson. They're appreciative of his development. I talk a little about basically like a little bit about Kyle Rayner stuff. He apparently also was the writer for the Batman Long Halloween movies. Now, here's the thing. If you're curious, what did Jeff Loeb think? I personally haven't seen him yet. According to him, Jeff Loeb loved Long Halloween movies. He was very appreciative about it. He probably didn't know about the whole thing about Man Tomorrow basically also being a comic from the 90s. He kind of forgot about that. He knew about the Diddy book, but not about that one. Okay, so I did ask about Red X. So apparently, according to him, Red X was not his idea. No way. Apparently, he was actually friends with the guys who create the T version of Red X. And Red X, he did not want the book. Apparently, it was DC editorial wanted him. Yes. And apparently, Robbie Thompson's Suicide Squad book wasn't selling very well. And apparently, what we could sell is crossovers with Teen Titans Academy. Which, apparently, that the book was actually selling really well. According to him, he told me this. Apparently, Teen Titans Academy was actually more than the last few years, the book. Like, really? Okay. He did tell me this, that apparently the tower that was destroyed, because apparently he did destroy the original tower in the book. Now, he did agree with me that was the same tower that they debuted in the Titans book. Excuse me. About Jerry Adams next to him. He, of course, basically, like a lot of people, was not happy with the fact he was taking off Flash, but he loved Flash. I did appreciate like his own Green Lantern. Flash Went Beyond. Oh yeah, by the way, he did create a lot of characters for. By the way, in the case of Team Sure, he created a lot of characters for Teen Titans Academy. But yeah, he actually does agree with me. Like a lot of not you really using him. I think he mentioned Jeremy Adams. He used one of his characters in one of his other books. But that's been pretty much it. Chester is a very nice guy to talk to. But, well, I didn't tell him about the fact that a lot of people found the book disappointing, the Teen Titans Academy. So, the whole Red X thing was, like I said, by the way, the whole reveal thing was all kind of editorial mandate. That's the whole purpose of that. So, apparently, in the case of the Shazam book, apparently it was originally called To Hell with Shazam, not basically Shazam Hell Back. Yes. In the case of Lobo, Crush and Lobo, that technically kind of was a spin-off book. Apparently, it was already pre-planned. It wasn't like all right away, according to him, which even he agreed with me. Mark Timothy did a great job with the book. Renee, former editor of Marvel Comics back in the 80s, who also was editor on She-Hulk. And I did ask her this about that famous cover we had She-Hulk basically pick up. Was that Burns' idea? Yep. Yes, that was. And the one cover where she was holding a volleyball with her belly. Like, was this not Demi Moore? He's like, yep, it was definitely not Demi Moore's reveal when she was pregnant. Yep. But she also apparently, like, the person who's with her wasn't there. And she was quite surprised to hear Rob Liefeld remembered her. Yes. So, I did ask her this. He mentioned she was kind of responsible for getting into Marvel Comics. And she's like, yeah, that's 100% completely true. She did. Basically, one inker who worked on Flash. So, it was a good book, per se, for that one. And I even guessed correctly all these other ones he basically created. I did see Julie Jones there, but there was a bit of a price point for her, which I didn't get a chance to see her, so sorry, Julie Jones. I really want to meet you, but Arthur Adams, who I did not get a chance to talk to I talked about a tad bit, per se. I thought the book was awesome, but he was talking to somebody else. I don't want to interrupt him, sadly. This book here I got signed by Donny Cotis. He did talk about his car crash he had. So what he explained to him the car crash. Oh, by the way, he did enjoy Null in Venom 3. He did enjoy. He thought it was the best thing about Venom 3 was Null, and the fact got the look right. And he does know about the Eddie Brock, like, Null type character from Ewing's Venom book. He does know about that. So what he explained to me is that when he got an accident, it basically crushed part of his face. And he was in the hospital for 2 or 3 weeks. And, excuse me, yes, he basically did, did confirm he did not work on the entirety of the Hulk book. So, apparently the reason why the Hulk, the whole Hulk is a spaceship thing, that was technically his idea, but he described it's the Hulk. It was kind of a weird explanation. I didn't talk about his Thor book per se. I did tell him I really enjoyed his Venom work, which is awesome. I wish I could talk about more, but he looked pretty thin when I saw him. But I didn't talk about this book per se, but this book was awesome. I read it. Action on Phil again, Johnson. He did mention there's like a couple more books. We talk about his Hulk book per se, which of course basically we talk about the block he looked for Hulk. I'll talk about some stuff for Phil Andy Johnson, but he was a very nice guy person. Oh, I did tell Jeremy Adams, a friend of mine, basically loved his run for Flash, and he's like, good. Devia, basically, if you're watching, I did tell him, not by name, I did mention you. I was talking about you when I was talking about basically the friend who really loved his run for Flash. Even he was upset too, the fact he had to leave Flash. I didn't talk about Aquaman per se. I didn't get a chance to talk about that. This one here, I got signed by Lee Bachemero. And, yes. And apparently Johnny Frost, I did ask this, did he and Brian get a royalty check for that? He says, yes. I didn't ask him how much because that was not my business, but did he get a royalty check? Yep, he did. And according to him, this is quite interesting. So apparently, Batman Noel says really well, so DC keeps reprinting the damn thing. I'm like, wow. Was that a big project? Yes, it was. I thought, oh, yeah, it's Christmas. This one got signed by Greg Land. Right there on the cover. This was, I believe, the second miniseries he worked on. Yeah, there's one there. Yeah, the second one he worked on. He did work on Cinemax 29. That was up period with somebody else. Then we have this book here. I got signed by Freddie Williams. Which, there he is. And so I did ask him about the whole thing Batman TMNT book. Was it true that James Tinney was told about adaptation at a friend's birthday party? Because I heard about this from Thing Critical. According to him, that is 100% completely true. And then they contacted him about it. He apparently didn't know about it either. And apparently, and the whole thing of DC communicating with the creators was something like this. According to him, they're not required to. That's according to Freddie Williams, so there's that. I even talked a little about his Batman team, how he just draw Batman. Oh, by the way, I think it was one of their books, I think it was, where there was a sequel to this book here. But According to Freddie Williams, he did not work on the interiors of the sequel book. He just did the covers, a couple of them. That's all he can do, for some reason. This one here I got signed by Steph Phillips. Yep. And there she is. Right there. Yeah, and she, like me, is a fan of the current writer of Catwoman. Tora Knock, I think it's called. Tora, yeah, great writer. Big fan of hers. Even, like, I mentioned to her about the current writer of Harley Quinn. She, like me, has no idea who this person is. At all. Yeah. Let's see, who else to talk to? Trying to think here. I did briefly talk to, believe it or not, I kind of ran into the voice of Rogue from X-Men the Animated Series. Where she was surprised to hear Rogue Gambler married in the comics. Yes, I didn't have anything to sign. I wasn't interested in the video. I just wanted to chat with her for a bit. But she was very appreciative about it. And by the way, she actually had earrings. She actually wore earrings that based on the earrings that Rogue wears, that Storm wears in the series, which I thought that was interesting. Yes. And also, for some reason, they had Gambit from the comic version of it. And I did point out this book here. They had like a photo cover of basically Rogue from her when she looked in the 90s. So apparently the person with them had no idea the fact that the outfit that Rogue wears in the X-Men series is created by Jim Lee, and it was from the comic look at the time. The fact that, well, the whole marriage thing happened in X-Men number 30, so she was in big comics, but she basically was very interested in it. Excuse me, I saw places of DVDs, so I thought it was quite nice. I was interested, but the prices were expensive this place. Oh my gosh, it was expensive. Like, some of these things for, like, ranging from about $50 to about $70 for this damn stuff. I'm thinking you're at Comic-Con. You couldn't have a discount on these damn things. Great stuff. I love what they were selling. They were selling Ultraman, Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, lots of anime. Really good stuff that I loved it. They had another booth I saw, some manga. They were interesting looking, but they didn't look interesting for me to get. Sadly. There was Ranger Style out there, but I didn't get a chance to see the booth because by the time I finally got to the booth, they were already closed down. But I got there after 11, and I didn't exactly leave until after 7. Yeah. But Monica was telling everybody, don't worry, we'll get everybody, so don't worry about basically not getting, don't worry about basically about, them stopping the line. Basically, she was going to make sure everybody get an autograph. That's what she mentioned, and I was very appreciative about it. I know a bit of time, basically at the point when I met her, saw her again. I was so tired at that point. I was leaning on my suitcase. And I was also stopping my feet, not because I was bored and impatient, because I don't want my feet to go to sleep. And nobody was questioning me. It wasn't because I was on a tantrum. I would just make it so my feet weren't falling asleep. That was the thing. I was staying there for quite a while. Stephanie Young, when I ran into her, she was packing up, and she was very nice because I wasn't coming the very next day. Because I wasn't coming the next day. So she was very nice enough to allow me to pay for an autograph, and I chatted with her for a bit. I did ask her this. What did she think of the demon form for Nika Robin that popped in water? She was shocked to see it. Yes, she was so shocked to see it. I did ask Colleen about Luffy's fifth gear. Very surprised to see it. Excuse me. What else? Okay, I did mention Amanda Lee. Sarah, I did mention some series that she's in. I mentioned about the current series she's on. Show basically like 5 series, and she was very surprised to see it. Excuse me. I'm trying to think of what else. Met some nice people there, but I can't think of anything else per se. I would say I probably had a good time there. The only thing is, I didn't get a chance to go to the archives I wanted, sadly. Excuse me, yes. For voice actors, it's something else. 6. I got freaking 6. Pretty reasonable. Oh, by the way, Sarah's, the website lied how much autograph costs. I didn't know it was going to be more. And then I got a table like, wait, it's that much? deal. Yeah. Really enjoy myself, per se, like I said. Also, only about 4 pictures. Just Sarah, Lucy, Monica, and Amanda. That was it. The only 2 I did not get autographs from, actually was 3. I did not get one from Stephanie. I did not get one from Colleen, or even, I think it was 7, right? Actually, it was 7. It could have been 8, but I didn't have time to it. I got a lot. I am very appreciative about that. Yes, I am. Maybe next time I see Kristen Alguera sign this. Yep. So for this one in particular, okay, I got Naruto, I got Hinata, which was almost what I really wanted. Katie, obviously. You're probably thinking, like, oh, by the way, they had this also Annie After Dark, which they did have, believe it or not, they had Shikamaru's voice actor there, and a lot of the voice actors in Naruto, but the thing is, I was done. And I was completely done. I was ready to go home at that point. It was nice they were there. It was nice the fact that they came out, but it's not because I wasn't interested, because I was done. I was done. I spent enough money that today, so I said go home. We drove home. I did make one stop way home, just use the bathroom because I couldn't go. I couldn't wait to go. It was like 4 times in the bathroom. Like, I went back to the gas station. I went to, believe it or not, when I got there, they had a freaking porta potty outside. I told them, like, wow, a porta potty. I kind of wish they had this last year. Also, and I very much appreciated this from last year, it wasn't freaking cold. Yeah, it was kind of cold last year. Not freezing cold, it was kind of cold last year. This year, wow, thank you. And I was making people on the fans of Megacon Discord, even they agree with me. They were really hoping it was not going to be cold this week. And thank God it wasn't. Yep. But not much to say about this all. So, next Comic-Con is not until August. So not for 6 months. There will be another haul coming in about 3 months. The next haul will be for Comic Day. Yep, that will be the next one. Yep. So yeah, that's my particular view. Please be sure to like the video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do not hit that dislike button. Well, I'll see you all tomorrow for a bunch of anime reviews. Okay? Thanks to you. Bye.